told anybody this, right? So
Here
when
we
I
go.
was, and I don't want to say what scenario I was in, but I had a big opportunity, and
Right,
there were other singers there,
right.
and we in a hotel room, and we at the gym. We in
Yeah,
the gym. We This is
yeah,
our regular. Other people coming in, and it's like here we are with this big opportunity,
yeah,
trying to get in shape. But
yeah,
the reality is, you can't get ready on game day. You feel me? You can't get ready when it's game day.
yeah,
You got to put that work in years,
yeah,
months before, so that you already there and you only expounding upon your perfection. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
But I thought you would appreciate that because
I
I know
do,
you know.
because that's the thing. Like it's like I've been recently saying God doesn't favor the strong, the weak, the beautiful, the kind, the bold, the anointed, the blessed. He favors the prepared.
For sure.
I was telling the story of how in the Bible it talks about 5 wise virgins and 5 foolish virgins. And they were told that the bridegroom was coming, that they needed to get oil for their lamps so that they could go into the bed chamber, the chamber. And 5 played around, thought they had time, this is that and the other, and they knew what they were going to do. They were going to ask the wise ones, can we have some of your oil? But the great thing was, I realized that I was in the wise group, because it was like, no, you can't have none of my oil. You should have done what you were supposed to do. Now check you later. I'm going inside. And, I realized that a lot of people don't realize that. One thing about you, and I'm going to say this, I've been watching you grind for such a long time. I'm looking at you now, this little 15-year-old. I've been watching you.
A young buck.
Yeah, but I've been watching you grind in this industry for so long. And I want you to understand that if I've been watching you, so has everybody else. People in positions of power and authority. They've been watching because they want to see how long, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? And then my thing is, I was in the rat race, and then something happened. The divine spoke. Yeah, the divine spoke to me and was like, baby, this is not your way. And then I took the route of independent entrepreneur, and I sit here now, I own all of my masters. I own everything that I've put out. Every word I've ever spoken is in some book or trademarked or copyrighted, and people will say, oh, well, it took you so long. It's like, yeah, but I have so much intellectual property that I'm never going to need to work again. I'll keep working because I enjoy to, but I don't need to.
Sure.
Sure. I've established my business. Sure. The point of a record label is to get from you the material. Then they vault the material, and whatever happens to you happens to you, but then they go in the vault and pull that, and they make money constantly over and over and over again. So I became my own vault.
Sure.
My own vault. It's like, I'm going to go in here and we're going to pull this out. We're going to dust this off. We're going to remix. We're going to remaster, and we're going to give it to them another way. Okay, they heard it in the video this time. Now let's offer it in a book.
For sure.
Like it.
Yeah.
It's
and that is the premise of wealth.
Yeah.
That's how wealth is created in its simplest form, and that is how art is liberated. Like the fact that you are able to own your art, business, legally and intellectually own your art, then you can truly express it. You can truly express it. Sometimes
without bridle, no bridle,
sure.
no hold, no chain, no tie to anything. And that's you know what you just said something. You said that's the key to true wealth, and that's the problem with people. You got too many people out here trying to get rich. They're not trying to be wealthy.
They want to be wealthy.
They want to be rich.
They want to be rich. They don't want to be wealthy spiritually. They don't want to be wealthy physically. They don't want to be wealthy mentally. How many celebrities and people of color, people of power commit suicide, and they have everything that we could think. The list
is,
anything we could touch, they have. Any tangible thing, they have or have access to. And things that we can't even think of, they have access to. But that has always been my prayer, to get where I want to go
Yeah.
and not lose my mind and be at peace.
Yeah.
And I think
For
a
your
big
soul.
part of that being able to retain those qualities is ownership. You
Yeah.
know, because think about it. You and I, as creative, as entrepreneurs, and successful people,
Yeah.
I still can't understand everything in your mind that's meant for you, and you as well for me.
Yeah.
And
Right.
we have the most genuine intentions for each other. So imagine what a suit that's not a creative, that's
Right.
all about money, and
Yeah.
that signed hundreds of other artists.
Yeah.
They don't even have the ability to truly want the best for you.
Yeah.
And so I think it has to be something that you weigh your options. You know, I don't want to say every single artist that got signed to a label it didn't work out, or
Right.
you know they're not happy, because another thing is the qualities that you and I possess to be the cameraman, to be the audio tech,
Yeah.
to be the graphic designer of your own, the video edit. Everybody don't have those qualities, and they need
The whole boardroom of the people.
the whole boardroom, and more power to you. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could have the whole boardroom, but I ain't giving up my power to
Yeah.
have the boardroom. I'm
Right.
gonna learn what I can learn and employ who I need as time goes on.
Yeah. You know, I'm going to say this. Over the years I've watched you, I thought there was some sadness there. Just because, you know, I could tell you want to sing. That is what you want to do for your life. And I saw at times it didn't look like it was going to happen. I saw you have opportunities. I saw you get feedback from the best of the best. And they're like, oh, you're simply amazing. And you're this, that, and the other. And after the cameras go off and the crowd dies down, then they're not doing nothing with you. They're not invested. But I'm here today to give you your flowers because your time has come.
Appreciate you. And I love the way you put that. That was the most eloquent way you could have said what you just said.
Yeah.
Because if you know, you know. I heard what you said.
Yeah, I know you heard what I said. That was for people watching.
Yeah.
That was for you. That was for you. Your time has come.
I appreciate you.
You know, you didn't burn yourself out. You didn't, no, listen, you said it out of your own mouth. If you keep doing it, you're going to succeed by default. By default. So let's talk about it. 23. I love the album art. It's so vulnerable. It's vulnerable. The front cover and the back. It's just so vulnerable. And I even saw, and we're not going to talk about this we're going to talk about this briefly, but I even saw there was some backlash. And you had to comment and address it like, listen, this is a project, this is art, this is what it should be. Art is about expression. And I'm just like, and listen, as I'm watching, because I make my rounds, I'm like, here we go again with this jealousy thing. I'm like, here we go. I'm like, what? Artists can't have bodies. Artists can't be muscular. Artists can't sing like the best anointed church boy and pop star and rock star and have an amazing body. He got to be rail thin. Like
rail thin.
Yeah, but you know, like in olden days, because I have friends that have gone on and they've chosen other careers. But you know, in the older times, there were weight restrictions. They wanted them to look a certain way, just like in fashion. They wanted them to be a weight and look a certain way. And I'm not going to say that they're doing that now. I would hope that they're not. But yeah, they wanted them to maintain a certain ideal weight. And it was like, are you serious? It was meaningless to me because it was basically, we just want to control everything you do. You can't even wipe your own behind or ass, I'll say. You can't even wipe your own ass without us saying and giving consent. But I will say this. What changed the game was social media.
For sure.
Because literally, we can put ourselves out to market to a whole base of customers.
Sure.
A whole base. Literally, I was on Instagram and I've been on Instagram exclusively for 6 years. That was where I went viral. That is where I stayed. I didn't build TikTok. I didn't build Twitter. I didn't build Facebook. I didn't go nowhere else. I went where they loved me.
Mm-hmm.
And I turn around and then they started messing with creators and I'm getting all of this and all of this censorship and all of that. And I said, you know what? I was going to take all my content down and just back out. And then some advisors said to me, don't do that. Leave it up there. Prove that you said it, because, timestamps and things like that. Prove that you said it. But now my next wave is YouTube and TikTok. I'm building them both at the same time. TikTok is exploding. They're loving me over there. And it's just like, wow. And I mentioned that I have music. And after I said something, because I do these monologues, these written monologues, one's called The Insane Fashion Asylum. And then the other is called My Black History is 24/7, 365. And then I go into Black is beautiful, Black is exquisite, Black is eccentric, Black is great, Black is rock. Black, without the contributions of Black people, the world would be bland, is what I'm basically saying. And then they were like, oh my God, we love you. And then it was like, what do you do? So I put up a video that's actually going now. And people are like, and it's just me telling them where I've been and what I've done. And last week, now mind you, I hadn't had an influx in listeners to my music in a while. Last week alone, I had 400 people listen to my album. Alone. In 1 week, like literally in a matter of days. And I said to myself, this is what the industry is dreading.
For sure.
This is what they're dreading. Because see, we can talk like we did before. I've walked away from some very lucrative opportunities because I'm a seer. I'm a shaman. I'm a seer. I see things. I don't just see what's standing in front of me. I see down the line. So I knew down the line I would get screwed, literally. So I just was like, no. And I walked away and they said, oh, you're crazy. And, oh, you just want to sing in coffee shops. I'm trying to make sure you sing for millions of people. And, you'll never get anywhere. You'll never do. And then I had people actually doing things behind the scenes for 15 years, tampering with things to make sure I didn't get ahead.
Yeah.
But look at me now.